Hi guys, hope you're enjoying today. Today it's laundry day at my place, so I'm gonna fold and categorize this whole bunch of laundry that I just did. So, is laundry your nightmare or is it your favorite chore? I find doing the laundry quite meditative for myself, and I don't know if that will ever change because I remember the times when I was living alone and having one laundry machine to be done like in a week or in 10 days. And fast forward, now I'm living with my spouse and two little kids, and if I'm not doing one machine every day, uh, the amount of laundry just piles up so much that I can't I can't get on top of it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, getting things done fast and neat is of utmost importance for myself. And there are certain ways that kind of help me be on top of all the laundry work around. So, first thing that I changed in this new situation is that I bought more than one laundry bins. So, I have two main laundry bins and few bags. And when I dump the dirty clothes, I just categorize them at the very moment. So the one bin is white for whites, and the other bin is brown for the colored clothes. And I put them right away so I know what is going to be next, which bin gets fuller first. That's the one to go with that day. And for hygienic reasons, for which I found out like very in the hard way, I certain categories of clothes I never wash together. So I wash like socks separately for the whole family, jeans and trousers separately, babies' whites separately from our whites, and so on. So fine top clothes like this go in one go. And this is not only because of the programs of the machine, of the washing machine, but it is also, as I mentioned, because of hygienic reasons. So there are certain types of yeast and bacteria that are very normal for our feet, and very easy to gather and to live on our feet because you know uh, it's kind of a dirtier part, and these guys can also live in our socks, in our shoes, and when you put them in on a low temperature in a full machine of other clothes, they can easily transfer to the other clothes. So if there are like stretch jeans and they get intact with this part in the middle, in the crotch, you can easily get an infection. But also, if you wash your socks together with your panties, with your underwear, you can transfer the infection to a place where it is not very pleasant to have an infection. I mean, it can go without infection and unnoticed on your feet, but you don't want it on other places on your body. So this is the reason why I have a separate bin for my socks, for all the socks of all the members of the family. And then I tend to gather like sheets once a week, and towels from the bathroom also once a week. So as you can see, all of this adds up and becomes like a daily chore, one machine every day. If I skip a day for any reason, then I have to catch up at some point of the week, and usually for me that's Sunday. So on Sundays I do most of the laundry, like 2, sometimes even 4 machines. I don't use the drying machine, so I prefer, unless it's very wet outside, like in a rainy autumn, it is very hard to get things to dry. But I have a very windy terrace, so I prefer natural drying, especially when it's a sunny day and it has like a little draft of wind, and the clothes are exposed on the sun, so it gets them dry very fast and very throughout. So another thing about the washing and drying is that what I also didn't know exactly in the right moment was that it is not good to fill up the washing machine all the way to the top. No matter what kind of program do you put it on, whether it will wash for half an hour, a quick program, or for 4 hours, like the longest program, or no matter even if it's up to 90 degrees of water, which I don't really recommend because of energy efficiency, and because of the sake of the clothes. Obviously they get to waste more sooner than if you wash them like on a lower temperature. But anyways, whatever you do, don't fill up the machine with tons of clothes. It can set off a very unpleasant smell to the clothes, because especially if they're dirtier clothes, no matter what amount of detergent or softener you put, it will just, the water will rinse through it, will take off all the dirty stuff, and then because the machine is very full, it can't really suck the water out in the cycles, so a lot of this dirty water actually will stay within the clothes. And then after you've washed them, you've used your whatever you use for washing machines, detergents and softeners and things like that, and then again, once it's dry, it smells nice, and once you put it on, it gets in contact with the body temperature and it starts smelling off, and this is there is no purpose to put all this amount of energy and money in washing your clothes and then just having them smelling on you and putting them very faster back in the bin for another wash. The key here is to actually fill up to 2/3 or at most 4/4 of the amount that your washing machine actually accepts. I know that this is stated on most washing machines in a measure of weight. So, in example, my machine accepts 6 kilos and won't start off if the amount of clothes inside is more than 6 kilos. But I actually never measure my clothes on a scale, so this is kind of a useless information for me. What I do is I put them in and I check with my hand on top of it. If I press them, is there enough room in the upper part of the machine. So I'm always aiming to have about 1/3 to 1/4 empty, because this kind of makes sure that they will tumble enough when it goes around, it goes around, it goes around. So they will tumble enough, so all of the dirty matter, which is now dissolved in the water, will actually come out of the clothes and won't stay in a larger percentage within them. And this brings them perfectly clear. So since I've discovered this, there is no filthy aroma, there is no problem with the drying, nothing, you know. I get perfectly clean clothes, and I don't even use as much as detergents as I used to use, when I had this problem, you know. I would just stuck up everything in the machine, put it on, and then wonder why my clothes have this funny smell in the end, especially not when they are dry, but when I put them on especially. So that was very annoying. So yes, another thing I would like to mention when it comes to laundry is that we need to be aware, be woke about the impact that the detergents we use have on the environment. So there is no good detergent, but I'm sure that any one of us can actually read a few labels, make sure there's no statement that the waters are going to be endangered by a certain detergent. In example, I was trying to find a good softener, like for any kind of clothes, but all that I found in the market actually had this little deadly sign with a skull and the bones crossed, and so on some of them there was even stated that this kind of detergent gives irreparable damage to the world waters, and we need to use it like wisely, not to waste it. But then again, I said, okay, so the softener kind of only gives smell, nice aroma to my clothes, and I'm sure that there is a more efficient more ecological way to get this. I mean, I would rather spray a perfume with that costs the same, like over the clothes once they are dry, or in the keep this little pillows stuffed with lavender and other aromatic herbs in my wardrobe, between the piles of clothes and on the hangers. And there are easy ways, you know, to get pleasant aroma without dumping such a waste in the world waters, in the seas and oceans. And once I started realizing this, I quit buying altogether this kind of softeners. And then again, I started reading the labels of the detergents too. So now I'm going for the lighter versions, the more ecological, the green versions. And I can tell that with having all these rules about laundry, it is very easy to use half of the recommended amount of detergent per each washing machine, and making sure that my clothes are nice and have a great aroma, and they're easy to handle, and yet again not much is damaged in terms of the world waters, the ecology, and the climate changes that we cause. So I hope this video helps you rethink about your habits, and possibly I gave you inspiration to figure out some of the things that probably bugged you, like constant infections or wacky aroma of the clean laundry. So yeah, hope this helps and hope you had a great time, and thank you for sticking with me on this video. See you next time. Bye bye.